I'm free. I'm feeling, I believe. Above the ocean with life. You don't like Creed, homie?
I like the
What's up, everyone? Welcome to Betamax.
Dude.
My name is Fidel, and sitting across from me is Eddie Samk with the hard K.
Damn. It's weird, dude. I feel like we're negotiating something.
I know we've never sat across from each other like this. We're usually just
haven't even
adjacent.
Yeah, I know. We sat literally right next to each other.
Same side sitting crew only.
Fuck, dude. Would you imagine going on a date, dude, and just being that guy that just...
I imagine it all the time with you.
Yeah. I can't make eye contact. So I gotta like...
Now you really can't hear the soundboard because I'm all the way over here.
Yeah, I know. I can't tell.
That's what's up.
I hope that was applause.
It was.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah?
We haven't done a two-person episode in a while.
In a while, yeah.
We've been having a lot of guests. The last 3 episodes, guest.
Yeah.
Tight.
That's what's up. So what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. We got Betamax money. We're rich now.
Damn, we are?
Yeah. I mean, I am.
That was weird. I heard a weird popping noise.
Damn, dude.
It's still recording, so that's fine.
That was the 10K loading into your bank app.
Damn, I wish. Fuck.
So, hold on. I'm a little cold.
Dude, why are you unzipping your pants? Hold on. Wait, what is that? What are you putting on the table? Fucking gross, dude.
It's my...
You have a mole with the hair sticking out of it? Fuck, right on the tip.
In the hole. It's covering the hole.
Fuck. When you piss, it comes out 2 streams? That's what's up.
Gross.
That's what's up. So what have you been up to, man?
Work.
That's it? I've been watching a lot of movies.
I've watched a few. Probably nowhere near as much as you, but...
I've been watching, yesterday Anna and me, just all day, all we did was watch movies. Binged. And then today, too, we watched a couple.
Yeah. I have a couple that I've watched, and then there's one that I kind of want to talk about because it's fucking ridiculous. But... yeah.
I did want to talk about The Creator, though.
All right, let's get into it.
Because we had mentioned it on a previous episode, and we kind of said what we felt about it, but we didn't really get into detail into it.
Yeah.
So, how familiar are you with like Gareth Edwards and his work?
Not too familiar. I think I've just seen Rogue One.
I think so too.
And that's it, I think.
Yeah, and I love that movie, Rogue One. I would say it's like the best modern Star Wars film. In my opinion.
I mean, compared to everything else that came along with it, all the side stories, it's definitely like the only good thing that came out of that. Yeah,
I mean, and it made Darth Vader scary again.
Yeah, and I think that scene was like an add-on too. Like,
yeah, I think so.
I think he wanted to keep it very grounded, but but that scene, it was like Jaws.
Oh shit, he did the 2014 Godzilla.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Poser.
We're dumb, dude.
Damn. Good thing I pulled my phone out.
I fucking love that movie.
That's a good one.
I fucking love 2014 Godzilla, dude.
I know a lot of people hated on it just because like, oh, they don't even show Godzilla in it. But I mean, that's the same thing with Jaws. They didn't show the shark like at all.
It blue balls you up until the end, dude. But I think that's good because when it finally does get to that end, it's just like finally all that tension is released. Like you finally get to see what you've been wanting to, and it's just like fucking great, dude.
Yeah,
he's so big in that movie, and just they treat him like how a real like lizard of that size would fight. How realistically would fight, and how like he's kind of slow.
Yeah,
but when he does land a hit, it's like fucking like
devastating.
Yeah, dude. Like, yeah,
that's a good one. If whoever hasn't seen it, you should definitely check that one out.
Yeah. So I mean, he's a good director. I just don't think he's done enough for me to be like, damn. Like, I'm glad he's making like another movie. You know.
Well, when I looked him up right now, I didn't really see his filmography. It just like a list came up of what his known works, and Rogue One, The Creator, and Godzilla came up.
Yeah, I mean, when I saw I think me and you saw like half of the trailer because we didn't know what the hell it was.
Oh, the creator?
Yeah, and I think you turned it off. You're
yeah.
Like, this actually looks kind of good, so you turned it off right away. But so I didn't see any trailers going in. What I did see was like the marketing kind of for it because it was shot on the Sony FX3. And that was like a big fucking deal because I don't remember what the budget was. It was like 90 million.
That's the camera you have, right?
Yeah. So like they could have shot with any camera they wanted with that kind of budget. And he purposely chose to shoot with a like $5,000 camera when he could have shot with like an $80,000 camera. And he, if you watch like interviews with why he did it, like there's literally a picture that some crew member posted that he was on the production team for that movie. It was like this little bucket, and it had like 5 or 6 FX3s in there, and they literally just shot with that camera. Like. There's people that are like, oh, no, they use this camera too and this and that. But he's gone to say, like, no, we literally just used that camera only. And that was, like, what intrigued me. I'm like, okay, like, this is a really good camera that everyone's, like, hyped about. And that's why I got it. Like, I got it, like, way before this movie was even announced. But it was already, like, kind of gave it a lot of, like, I don't know, like... It was becoming really big in the underground, the whole indie like filmmaker thing, because it is an affordable camera. It's expensive, but it is like compared to everything else, it's affordable. It's lightweight. And it's just like one thing that separates it from a lot of other cameras. Like it's amazing in low light, so you can shoot at night and it looks fucking amazing. And I think I bought it over here like one of the first days I had it. We were like outside and like, it just like. It's like a million times better than your eyesight. Yeah, it's crazy.
It like I remember seeing what you shot on it, like the little test shots, the couple test shots you did outside during the dark, and like it looked like it was like dusk, like it wasn't completely dark yet.
Yeah, it was crazy looking, but it looked normal too. Like it didn't look like it was like fuzzy yet or anything like that. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Like they shot this. Fucking, like I said, 90 million, whatever the budget was, it was up there though. And they chose that, and he used it because for one, it is amazing in low light, but it's lightweight. They used a Ronin like gimbal to shoot. Like there's behind the scene footage of them like on the beach and stuff. And I think his team was small. I think it was like 7 people. Like for a movie that has a big budget like that, like that's ridiculous. Like you have a small crew like that. And when he wanted to use that money that he saved on like from not using those expensive cameras and that like large equipment and stuff to shoot on location. He's like, it's cheaper just to go to a destination, buy plane tickets, and take like a crew of like 6 people there and film there than it is to hire someone to build this massive set. And you just save so much money. So like, and because he comes from a background of CGI. I don't know if we mentioned that, but that's what he started off as. He said he wasn't even interested in being a director.
Oh, I had no idea.
He just has background in CGI, so like he has an eye for it. Like he knows what shots would work great for people that are gonna like add stuff to it in post. So he so that was another reason he wanted to shoot on location. And if you watch the movie, like it's fucking beautiful.
It is, yeah.
Like it looks fucking realistic. The CGI looks amazing. And since they did shoot on location, like it just adds to like it just feels so grounded. It doesn't feel like a typical like sci-fi movie that you'd see nowadays. Yeah. And it's funny because like when he was like trying to like reserve certain spots to film at, like he was even saying that certain people didn't believe him that he was an actual director because he would show up like usually like when they would like try to rent a space out, they have like 40 people, and he showed up with like a few dudes. And then they're like, oh no, we're working on a movie. So he like said he literally had to pull his iPhone out and like show him like I made this movie and this movie, and they're big fucking movies like Godzilla, Star Wars movie. Yeah. So to do that and like choose to like make a movie using a small crew, like very budget friendly equipment, and have it like and it's a fucking sci-fi movie, like it's a massive movie, like. That alone, I think, is more interesting than the movie. Yeah. Like, I was more entertained by the background, like, stuff than the actual film. The film wasn't bad. I just felt like it fell short for me.
Yeah. I was I was very excited for this movie. Just like you said, we watched that trailer and then like I turned it off because trailers have a bad habit of ruining movies.
You show too much.
They show too much, yeah. Like sometimes show the whole fucking movie. Like, but so I try to stay away from trailers as much as I can. Sometimes I can't help it. I get bored, and I'm just on YouTube. So, but so we had went to see this movie, and it like you said, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful looking movie. Like,
how did you feel about the Screen X experience?
well, I'll bring that up right now.
All
So.
right.
It was a beautiful, good looking movie. I loved the idea behind it, the concept of it. Like, but yeah, it fell short. It just a lot of the scenes felt too coincidental. Too like, oh, that was lucky. Like a lot of shit felt like rushed. Like I would have preferred this to be maybe like a 4-hour long miniseries, if anything, because I did feel like a lot of things did need to get fleshed out a little more.
Yeah, I felt exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Because there was a lot of stuff that would happen. I'm like, damn, that is very lucky for that to happen, and now they get to live. Like, and it feels like a one-time thing in the movie. I'd be like, all right, but it happens a few times, and I'm just like, okay, that's way too much luck on this dude's side.
Yeah, and I will say, I think that's his name, John David Washington, the main actor.
Yeah,
he's really good.
He's a really good actor. I like him.
I first became aware of him from that show Ballers on HBO. So I had heard about this show that The Rock was doing about like sports agents. And so it was him, The Rock was the main character, and John David Washington. And John David Washington, he was like a football player. He wasn't an actor. He was like a legit football player. And for those who don't know, Denzel Washington's son. So like, that's kind of like some big shoes to fill, because Denzel Washington, he's pretty amazing.
Some people say that he's like top 10 like actors of our time.
I mean, I wouldn't argue that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't argue that at all.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think he did a great job in this, and the little kid too.
I was about to bring him up. Like he was awesome in it, dude.
Yeah, like it was. But yeah, the story just it felt rushed. I just wish there was more to it. But yeah, man, this movie was like, it was beautiful to look at. But as far as like the X-ray, because we went to see it, it was in Ontario, right?
Ontario.
At the Edwards in Ontario?
Yeah.
Or it's Regal now, I think. I think Regal owns all Edwards. But anyway, you had said it was going to be on the X screen. And you asked me if I looked it up, and I was like, no. And you're okay, I just want to see it. Because you did look it up.
I looked it up because I was like, what the fuck is Screen X?
Because we wanted to watch this in IMAX.
Yeah.
But there wasn't available like for the time frame that we were able to see it. So we went, and it was the Screen X in Ontario. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'd watch another movie like that.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Like it was cool.
It was cool, but it just felt like a gimmick.
It did feel. It didn't really add anything for me. Like
it was a cool one-time experience. Like,
yeah, it was a cool one-time experience.
Like, I would say like if you haven't experienced Screen X, like go into it.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not missing out either.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
And I don't think it could work for any type of movie either. I feel like it would have to be like a science fiction, like action type movie. Something that has like, that's going to show a lot of landscape.
A lot going on. Yeah. Wide shots.
A lot of wide shots. Yeah. Because, it didn't really add much for me. I was like, I could have done without it.
Yeah. And I feel like we had a good spot where we were sitting. I feel like if you were more in the front, it would be like too much.
Yeah.
Like you'd be turning your head like over and over. So it'd be like kind of distracting.
Should we describe what it is, or should we let just people look it up or just experience it?
I think we could describe. I feel like everyone's just gonna look it up too. Like
that's true. Well, the Screen X is it's a pretty big screen, but it's also they project part of the movie on the side walls, like of the theater, which like it caught me off guard. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It almost felt like Soaring Over California, California Adventure.
Closest thing I could describe it as.
Yeah.
But
because it's supposed to make you feel like more immersed in the film.
Yeah, because when I was reading up about it, they had mentioned that you're just supposed to focus on the middle screen like you would any other movie, and the sides are just supposed to like just kind of immerse you into it.
Yeah.
So you're not really supposed to like be like looking to the right or left, like just enjoy the movie as you would any other movie. And I think the thing that that was a little distracting was that it wasn't a continuous thing.
Yeah.
It would only be like during action scenes and things like that. So it would just kind of pop in and out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like if it was just like during the whole thing, it would have been a little bit better.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because then like once they're gone, you're kind of waiting in your head and you're like, oh, when are they going to come back?
Yeah, because then you also like your eyes have to adjust to it again.
Yeah,
like, when it keeps popping in. So
yeah, so I didn't know that was going to, but it was cool. But yeah, definitely like I wouldn't drive out of the way just to see anything on it. Again.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not.
But the ticket price was the same as going.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wasn't paying any more or anything.
Oh no, Eddie took me on a date, so I didn't pay.
But I got there 2 hours early to get the good seats, even though it was assigned.
We got there as they were finishing cleaning up the previous showing.
Yeah.
Then we sat down. We're the only ones in the theater. And then once people started showing up, they only sat around us.
Literally.
But
Hey, we're Betamax, dude.
Betamax, dude. People asking for our autographs. We'll say, hey, take it easy, all right? I'm just a normal person, just like you. But yeah, I wouldn't do it again, honestly.
Yeah. If I'm in the area and like I just happen to get tickets to there, like that's the only reason I would go. But
I feel like the only way I would do it again is if I did it by accident. Like when I watched Venom 2 in 3D by accident.
That sounds horrible, dude.
The only reason I wanted to see Venom 2 was because Carnage is going to be in it. And I was a huge fan of Carnage from the cartoon.
Was he in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I
never even saw the first one.
The first Venom?
Yeah.
It's a terrible movie, but I thought Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I remember getting the ticket or looking for tickets and it was like sold out. Because that was like when superhero movie hype was still like running rampant.
Yeah.
Even on the shitty ones.
Yeah. It wasn't they didn't have the fatigue yet.
Yeah, it hadn't set in yet.
Yeah.
And I remember it was hard to get like good tickets. And I finally found some and I was like, oh fuck yeah. And I got them and wasn't paying attention to the showing of it. And we get there, and I remember Anna and me were walking in, and they hand us 3D glasses. Oh, no, and I was like, oh, no.
Did you, like, think about, like, should I just swap it or anything? Or
it was all sold out.
Oh, so you're like, fuck it.
So, yeah, I was like, fuck it. So we watched it. I hated it.
Yeah?
I hate it. Because I don't like 3D.
You don't? I like 3D. But
I don't. I can't. The last movie I saw in 3D in theaters was Jackass 3D.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you need to watch a movie that's made for 3D. Like, I think I saw, like, Gravity in 3D was fucking amazing. Yeah. Literally, like, top 5 of my favorite experience in movie theater. Like, I'll never forget it. It was, but that movie was, like, specifically designed with 3D glasses. Like, and it was fucking awesome, dude. And another one that's, like, the polar opposite of that was, like, I think Piranhas 3D. Did you ever watch it?
No.
Fucking stupid movie. But awesome in 3D because the kills, man, like they're just fun. But it was a dumb movie. But it was fun. But other than that, like I feel like just your basic like movie. Like I think I was Juliana like a while back. She had told me that she watched The Meg 2 in 3D.
Fuck yeah!
And I was like, man, that I don't know. That doesn't sound fun, but then it's The Meg, so it could have some cool 3D stuff. But I think from what I remember, she said that it wasn't like made for 3D, so it wasn't that great. But missed opportunity. I know.
Yeah, I don't like 3D.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember the last time. I think I saw Mad Max in 3D.
With the Fury Road.
Fury Road, and that it wasn't bad, but I just felt like okay, like whatever, you know. It had like one scene that stuck out. And now when I watch it, like, just if it's on TV, like it's a scene towards the end where it's a huge car crash and this steering wheel comes flying towards you, and that's the only negative thing I can say about that movie. It just that scene just kind of looks funny because of that steering wheel. Like after watching it in 3D, like I wonder if I had ever noticed it. You probably never noticed it. Huh?
I have never noticed.
You see, I think I just ruined it for myself. But
damn, yeah. Fuck 3D, homie.
That's an A+ movie though, dude. Like,
yeah, I love that movie.
If my one complaint is a steering wheel, like, yeah, that's how you know it's good.
So what have you been watching lately?
I saw Renfield.
How was that?
I liked it.
Yeah?
I liked it.
I'm interested in that movie because I do like Nicholas Hoult and fucking Nicolas Cage as Dracula. Like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, and they were both good, dude.
Yeah?
They were both really good. super violent. Like I knew it was gonna be like gory and stuff, but it's freaking brutal, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought it was gonna be like I don't know, like there is a lot of CGI blood, but there's also like a lot of like cool like practical stuff too.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like a movie I would recommend for Halloween. So, but yeah, definitely worth a watch. And that once again, it's like a movie that anyone would be able to get into.
Yeah, I gotta check it out. Is it streaming on anything?
Yeah, Hulu, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on Hulu. I think that's where I watched it. What about you? Since you
Dude,
watched a million,
I've been watching a shitload of stuff. I re-signed up with Netflix.
you have an abusive relationship with Netflix, dude.
I do, dude.
You got away for like 1 month. And you came crawling back.
I came crawling back because of David Fincher. That's why. That's literally the only reason. Because I want to watch The Killer. I still haven't even watched it, even though I've been on a movie binge this weekend.
I've been wanting it, but I'm like treading lightly because I don't know if I have a 3-hour movie in me.
Is it 3 hours?
3 hour.
Is it 3 hours?
Yeah.
The Killer?
No, never mind. I'm thinking of
You're thinking of
Scorsese film.
You're thinking of Killers of the Flower
Yeah,
Moon.
yeah, that's a 3-hour movie.
That one, I was planning on going to the theater to watch it by myself because it's so long. but I was like, I don't know if I want to sit there that long. Like,
Yeah, that's a long time, dude.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Because the same thing with Oppenheimer, since you went to see it without me.
Fuck, dude.
That one's 3 hours. That one's about 3 hours.
It was long, but it didn't feel. And it's weird, dude, because like nothing happens. It's just a bunch of dudes arguing the whole time.
That's what's up.
But I was immersed. Like I was just like into it. But yeah, like it's rare that I can like.
Yeah.
Because even like if I watch something cool like The Lord of the Rings, like I'll have to like prepare myself. Like, all right, I need like an evening of not doing shit so I can like sit down and watch this. But it's a rare thing.
But since we were talking about the creator and Gareth Edwards and Rogue One, I watched finally Andor on Disney Plus.
How was it?
This is by far the best thing Star Wars has ever done, in my opinion.
And nobody's really talking about it.
And
dude.
nobody's talking about it.
I remember somebody had mentioned that show, and they were talking about like all the things they liked about it. And it all sounds like stuff that I would like about it.
It is amazing, dude.
That's what I heard, dude.
It doesn't even feel like Star Wars at all.
It just feels like it's just something that just takes place in that
it just
universe.
feels like a science fiction, like futuristic type thing.
Yeah.
Because there's no Jedi. The only Star Wars thing in it is like the troopers and like the Empire and stuff. But there's no Jedis in it.
No fucking Obi-Wan coming out or anything like that.
No, nothing like that. Like no mention of any Skywalkers or anything like that.
That's all I've wanted, dude.
It is so good, dude. And it's so good and it's very mature. And it treats the audience like with respect. Like there's some stuff in it that's just like, dude, this feels like it's too dark to be Star Wars. It's so good, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm at the point where like when people ask me like, "Oh, do you like Star Wars?" I just say no now, because like it's really at that point where like I only like the original trilogy,
Yeah.
and like maybe like 1 or 2 other ones, and that's it. Like I don't like most of the Star Wars stuff. I don't like the shows. I don't like the rest of the movies that came out and all that. Like I'm not a fan, and so like I just hope people know, because if they do bring up Star Wars, like they don't talk about it. Like the original ones, they just talk about like all the new shit. Or the prequels, those are bad. This show is like something I've been
You gotta watch it.
curious about, but then it's like it is Star Wars, so it's like I don't know, but
It doesn't feel like it though, like at all. Like I forgot there's a sequence or like an arc that takes place in a prison basically, and basically the story arc is about a prison break, and it's with Andy Serkis too. Like in this whole sequence, like, dude, it is so good, so fucking good. And then I finished it. I believe it's 12 episodes. I finished it, and then like the second and final season comes out I think next year. And then that one is supposed to like.
So it's only gonna be 2 seasons.
It's only gonna be 2 seasons.
Oh, I'm definitely down to watch.
Yeah, yeah. Because I read something about Diego, because Diego Luna, he's the main character, and he said that he's glad it's only gonna be 2 seasons, because like he has so much respect for the story that he's involved with, especially with Rogue One and stuff, that he doesn't want it to get like dragged out. You know?
Yeah, like fucking become another Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Thing and,
No, dude, it's so fucking good. It is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, it blew me away. I was like, holy shit, I slept on this big time.
Yeah.
And nobody's fucking talking about it.
You ask people about it, and like that's the one thing they're not watching.
Yeah. Because there's no Jedi.
Yeah,
there's no Jedi.
There's no lightsaber fights.
Yeah, no lightsaber fights.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
And then the blaster battles, like, they're
realistic.
I want to say realistic, but like they're not like just missing all the time.
Yeah.
Like, there's people dying. Like,
yeah.
You gotta check it out, dude.
Maybe. Maybe.
But yeah, I watched that. I watched this movie on Hulu that I watched a trailer for a while back, and it looked very interesting to me because I love alien invasion type movies, and this one was being marketed as not your typical home invasion movie, and I was like, So that made me think like, okay, it's gonna take place in one setting, and basically, yeah. So it's called No One Will Save Us. Or
dude, okay.
No One Will Save You, or no, it's something like that, but it's on Hulu.
I think you're the one that mentioned that movie to me, and I think I didn't look up a trailer, but I looked into it, and it sounded like it looked.
It's really good, dude.
Yeah.
It's really
What's
fucking
it on?
good on Hulu. It's a Hulu movie. One thing I will say, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody, there's no dialogue in the movie
At all.
at all.
Damn, dude.
No dialogue.
That's right up my sleeve, dude.
There's a lot of like almost dialogue between people, like they're about to say, but because you understand why they don't say anything to each other. And then like there's only one scene where the character says, "I'm sorry," and the other character's name, and that's it. But that's the only thing of dialogue other than like music being played and like you'll hear a character singing along to it. But as far as like back and forth dialogue or anything like that, nothing. In the whole movie.
That sounds sick.
It's a really cool movie. The alien, it looks kind of wonky at times, but the movie was so good, the story was so good that I forgave it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was really fucking good, dude. You got that one, you definitely got to check it out.
I'll check it out for sure. What do you call it?
Go ahead.
Do you want to say anything else about that?
No. My ear was itchy.
Well, because since you brought up aliens, I wouldn't necessarily call them aliens, but somewhat. I saw the Hole in the Ground.
Which one's that one?
I always got that one and The Lodge mixed up for some reason, even though the title's completely different. But this woman lives in the middle of nowhere, like with her son. He goes missing. He comes back, and he's just like really odd. Like something's up with him, and she's like convinced that it's not really her son. And she thinks like this giant, big ass like little like big ass little, big ass hole. She lives like in the middle of nowhere. A lot of forests in her backyard. If you go deep enough, like you'll find this giant hole thing back there, and she thinks that has something to do with her son because she finds like a toy around that area. So she's like asking him like were you fucking walking out there by yourself and this and that? And he's like, no. He's just doing weird shit to the point where she starts like kind of spying on him because she doesn't like she wants to like find out for sure like what's wrong with him. Like she's convinced it's not her son. And this movie was tight, dude. Like I don't want to ruin it because there's like a little twist here and there at the end, but it's just one of those movies that, you know, takes place most of it inside a home, very low budget, but very good. And it has like a cool, I wouldn't say like completely original story, but original enough to where it's like, you don't feel like you've seen this a million times before or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a good movie. It has like its creepy moments and stuff, but it has a lot of cool, like scenes like involving like I'm not gonna say it. It's one of those movies that it's like not much happens, but a lot happens.
Yeah.
But it's like it's easy to ruin, so I'm not gonna say anything. But I think that one's on Hulu too, Hulu or Max. It was either one of those, but that one I do recommend too. I feel like anyone can watch it and like it.
What was it called again? Hole in the Ground?
Hole in the Ground.
You brought up The Lodge. I finally watched it too.
Oh, what did you think about it?
I thought it was tight, dude.
It's fucking dark, huh?
Yeah.
Dude.
Like,
did you figure out the ending?
No.
I did not see it coming.
I did not see it. And I don't want
That's another movie that it's like
hard to talk about because it is that ending does come out of left field. In a way, like I had my suspicions.
So did I.
I had my suspicions, but I was like, nah, that seems too far fetched. That seems too extreme.
Yeah.
You know, and then it made me suspect like the dad, and being like maybe
that's what I thought it.
You know,
like, too, because
but when it was revealed like what it was, I was like, holy shit.
The premise is dad wants to separate from his wife.
You know who the mom is?
Who?
The one that shoots herself at the beginning?
Who?
That's Alicia Silverstone. As if from Clueless.
Oh, I've never seen that movie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
You've never seen Clueless?
No, but I feel like that would have been even better when you finally see her shoot herself because you'd be like, oh, fuck.
You've never seen Clueless?
No.
Dude, that movie is awesome.
No, I've never seen it.
How can you call yourself a 90s kid?
Hey. I can't.
Clueless is the first movie I saw at a drive-in.
I have no idea what it's about. I thought it was like a chick flick, no?
I mean, sort of, but it's like a teenage comedy.
Man, growing up in the 90s, you didn't want to watch Clueless, dude?
Dude, Clueless is sick, dude. It has Alicia Silverstone's character falling in love with her stepbrother. That's where the fetish started, homie.
Damn.
And Paul Rudd plays the stepbrother.
Damn.
And then she's in high school and he's in college, so there you...
What the fuck, dude?
Brittany Murphy rolling with the homies. You know, none of this?
Brittany Murphy's in there, too?
Yeah, Brittany Murphy. Oh, dude, you fucking suck, dude.
Nah, dude.
But yeah, The Lodge.
The Lodge, yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, so the premise, like, they're separating. The kids are, like, kind of pissed about it.
Yeah.
And then the wife, like, kind of figures out that he's dating someone else. And she fucking ends up shooting herself.
Do you think...
That scene was fucking brutal.
That was brutal, yeah.
That was like one of the best opening scenes to a movie. I was like, what the fuck?
It was done very well, too.
Like, it looks so realistic.
It looks so realistic.
Out of nowhere. And it just like, it doesn't linger on it. It's just like, hey, this really shitty situation happened. And you just saw it. And it's time to move on. Like.
So what I want to ask is, do you think she did it because she was hoping to get back with him?
That's what I got out of it.
You think so?
Yeah. I just felt like, yeah, like she was hopeful, and then when she realized that it's not happening, like she was like, fuck it. Take myself out.
That sucks.
Yeah, dude. That's the thing, like that alone, like it sets the mood for the rest of the movie, and you're like, oh fuck, dude, like this is gonna be like, you know, set the tone that's gonna be a really dark movie, and it was. It even gets even darker at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, they're not gonna top that, and they do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, and then, the dad wants to slowly, you know, get his girlfriend involved in their kids' lives, but the kids are just like, nah, like they kind of blaming his dad. They're blaming the new girl for their mom killing herself. So he like thinks of like a way to like get them to like bond, I guess. And they're like, hey, like I rented this lodge, like we're gonna spend like a weekend out there
for Christmas. Because they do it every year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And so the kids are just not having it. They're not happy about it. And then he ends up having to go to work. So it's literally just the three, like the two kids and the new...
The girlfriend.
The girlfriend, yeah.
Fiance, because they're engaged.
Yeah, yeah. And then they wake up one day and like everything's completely disappeared from the house. The food, clothes, is everything.
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out what the fuck happened. And from there on, it's just like this roller coaster of like... It just leads you down so many paths, and you're like, "Oh shit!" Like, are we still watching like a regular grounded movie, or some like some supernatural shit going on? Like, it just takes you down.
Because I thought the one thing that I thought was gonna happen was the whole like the twist that happened in that movie, The Others, with Nicole Kidman,
where they're already dead.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Something like that was gonna gonna be revealed.
Yeah, that was a part of it too. That I was like, is it that like? Where they're just kind of like in limbo.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Yeah, but it takes you about like through all these like little twists and turns, and I didn't expect the ending. And then like once you figure out what's going on, like more shit keeps piling onto it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn.
I will say, that guy's a shitty dad, dude. Because so he's gonna marry this woman, and the kids aren't even like acclimated or not really familiar with this woman yet, Like, how long have they been together? And he's already like gonna marry this woman.
Yeah.
And then not only that, he's an author, right? He's a writer. That was his character. He's a writer, and he knows her because he wrote a book about her.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, yeah. She was like part of a cult or something, right?
Yeah, yeah. And so I'm like,
is it kind of predator thing?
Yeah, like that seems. It almost seems like very unethical, you know, from like a professional standpoint, because that's kind of like a therapist dating their client.
Yeah.
He started dating his test subject basically. Yeah. And then not only that, he's gonna leave this person knowing all the trauma, like knowing that like it's not they don't know each other, like the kids and the women.
The kids aren't ready.
He's gonna leave them alone, like
that's the thing that like makes this movie like hit so hard, that like everyone is a fucking victim.
Yeah.
Like the kids,
I would say everyone's a victim and everyone's a terrible person.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, did you feel like the girlfriend was a terrible person? I feel like she was actually trying to bond with them and stuff like that.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she was actually trying.
I feel like maybe she was like the only one that, I don't know.
She was like the ultimate victim, I think.
Yeah, somewhat.
Yeah. Yeah. Watch the movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's on Max, I believe.
Yeah.
I think that's where I watched it, on Max. Yeah, dude. What else did I watch? I watched so much shit, dude. Like I haven't watched this many movies in one weekend in so long. But I think Anna and me were kind of taking advantage of the fact that like it was the first weekend by ourselves in the house. So like we were just here in the living room, like just watching movies all fucking day yesterday. We also watched No Hard Feelings, that new one with Jennifer Lawrence. It's like a comedy. It was okay. Like it wasn't a terrible movie. It was pretty wholesome. It was typical like an odd couple that teach each other a lesson type of thing. So Jennifer Lawrence plays this woman who about to lose her house. She's very promiscuous. She gets her car like repossessed, and she needs it like so she could keep Ubering because she needs to pay like property taxes to save her house because her job at like the local bar isn't enough. Yeah, but she ends up finding this ad, like along with her friends, this super rich couple wanting someone basically to fuck their son, and they'll give them a car for free. And so she meets up with these people, and they're like, yeah, our son, you know, he's 19, about to go to Princeton, and we just want him to come out of his shell. And like, there's a lot of innuendo in the conversation. They're like, oh, like, you want me to date him or like date him? And they're like, yeah, date him, like date him hard. They're saying shit like, you know, stuff like that. Like, and then so it's just basically like her trying to like fuck this guy, but he's just so naive, so innocent, and she's coming off super aggressive, and like a lot of funny situations happen. There's like a scene where they go skinny dipping and somebody tries to steal their clothes, so she comes out of the water and fights the people butt ass naked, and then like one of the girls like punches her in the fucking vagina, and it's just a lot of crazy shit like that. It wasn't a bad movie. Like it was pretty entertaining, but I mean forgettable. Yeah, you know, like I feel like this would have been a hit in like the early 2000s. Like when like Super Bad and Knocked Up, Anchorman, were all those, you know, because I feel like it has like that feel to it.
Familiar.
Yeah, because it's pretty raunchy, but it's also like heartwarming. So, but yeah, we watched that one, and then we started watching the Planet of the Apes films, the Rise, Dawn, and War. We haven't watched War yet, but I forgot how fucking good those movies were, dude.
Yeah, the first one's. It's good, but it's whatever. But the other two are made.
Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves made them. Yeah, and he's like a real fucking filmmaker. And those two movies, dude, are one of the best, like, pieces of cinema ever, dude. Like they're so fucking good. Yeah, like they're fucking sad as shit, dude. Like, the fight scenes are amazing. Like they're just so beautiful. And I always tell people about this trilogy. It's like kind of like I don't know. I feel like this trilogy is kind of like pushed under the rug a little bit.
Yeah, I think so.
Because like I don't know, maybe because it's Planet of the Apes, like no people aren't that into it. But aside from the first one's not a bad movie, but because the other two are so damn good, I feel like the first one just doesn't live up to that standard. But it's not a bad movie.
No, it's not. It definitely is really good at just setting up where things are going.
Yeah. So, but it is a trilogy I recommend. My favorite is the second one.
Yeah.
But that's saying something because the third one's fucking amazing too. I have a hard time. Like sometimes I go back and forth on them, but dude, and the new one's coming out.
I know, that's why I wanted to rewatch them because the new one's coming out.
Is it gonna be Matt Reeves too?
I don't think so.
Man,
Yeah,
that's kind of a bummer.
It's like that's what I'm kind of like. What I'm also questioning who are they gonna focus on?
Yeah, because Caesar, should we say it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, they've been out forever.
Yeah.
Caesar dies at the end of the trilogy. Like he's the main ape throughout all three, and dude, it's such a tragic tale. Dude.
Yeah.
Such a like epic tragic tale. But he dies. You know, he dies. He saved the apes. So I feel like they're just all they're gonna do. I feel like with this next movie is they're gonna just tie in these films to the original, which they kind of already did in the first one because
like the Charlton Heston one.
Yeah. So because it is these are prequels to that movie.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen all the like the original Planet of the Apes movies, but they're not like a lot of them aren't good, and they kind of go all over the place. They're kind of like a Fast and the Furious type of thing where they just like each director that made one did their own thing. They got rid of certain characters that they'll come back, and a lot of them don't even make sense. So
what about the Mark Wahlberg one? Tim Burton.
I remember not liking it, but I don't remember why I didn't like it.
I remember thinking the suits look good, the ape suits.
I don't even remember the suits, dude.
I remember thinking they looked bomb.
I don't remember, dude. I remember the the last scene was making me laugh.
The Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. He's an ape. But yeah, I definitely recommend people check the trilogy out, but also watch the original Planet of the Apes film. Watch that one first, and then watch the new trilogy, and then I don't know. I haven't seen anything or heard anything about the new one. I heard the announcement, and that's it.
I saw the trailer. Yeah, I watched the trailer for it. Like I don't know who the focus is gonna be, because at first I don't remember what happens to Caesar's sons.
I think they live. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I wonder if one of them. I know it's not gonna be the oldest one because the oldest one has scars, and then the new ape in the trailer he doesn't have any scars.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they're just gonna focus on a whole new characters. I don't know, but yeah, that final scene, like, man, it's a tearjerker. Yeah. They've just been through so much. And then Andy Serkis, man, like, I feel like they need to start giving fucking awards to people that do what's it?
Motion capture.
Motion capture, yeah.
He was Caesar, fucking Gollum.
He did someone else too.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Oh, from Star Wars.
That's how much
those movies suck, man. You don't remember the names. Yeah, the one that we think is big. It's like the hologram.
Oh, fuck. The one that dies in the second one, right?
Yeah, he gets cut in half.
What's his name again?
I don't remember.
Dude. Snoke?
Is it Snoke?
I'd
see.
I don't know, dude.
But yeah, he played him. He voiced him. So he's great, man.
Andy Serkis. Yeah, he's really good. Toby Kebbell as Koba also, dude. Mm-hmm. That guy. Have you seen like a lot of Toby Kebbell stuff?
I don't think so.
So I first became familiar with him in Rock and Rolla, that Guy Ritchie film. Do you remember that one at all? Have you seen it?
No, I don't think
With like Idris Elba, Gerard Butler, Tom Hardy.
No.
It's a fucking badass movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Toby Kebbell, he plays like the character that they're all trying to like, I think they're like trying to save him or find him or something. I can't remember exactly. But I remember that was the first thing I ever saw him in. And then he did like, I remember seeing him in the Planet of the Apes as Koba. And then he unfortunately played Dr. Doom in Fantastic.
Oh, is that what killed his career?
I don't know.
I never saw that movie.
That movie was fucking. Yeah, Andy Serkis he does the voice of Snoke.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, those movies are great, man. I don't know that. Like, I'm kind of curious where they're gonna go with it.
Yeah,
but I'm also
Like, how much more story is there to tell
That's the thing, like-
before like the Charlton Heston one?
and I'm not gonna lie, even when they announce these, I'm like what are you gonna do? But they shut me up, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. And it's one of those things that, man, like, if a movie can make you feel like this connected to a character that's CGI,
Yeah.
and they look so good, dude.
Yeah, the facial. Okay, so that was one thing because we rewatched Dawn this morning, and that's the second one, and they show a lot, and Caesar and Koba, and Maurice, the big the orangutan, is that
Yeah.
they look excellent, but there are a couple that are kind of like
Iffy.
yeah, like Caesar's oldest son. I think they call him Blue Eyes. I think that's what they call him. I don't remember if he has a name.
It's been a while since I've seen him, but
He has like the scars. There's moments where I'm like, damn, that doesn't look that great.
yeah, I need
but
to watch
but
it.
as far as Caesar, dudes, especially like with the close-ups, like
I know by the third one, they like nailed it.
yeah,
Like they got really like, I think that's when they're like, okay, we have enough budget to actually like pull this. And that's when do they ride horses in the second one?
Caesar rides a horse in the first one.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, on the bridge, huh?
yeah.
Yeah. But there's like beautiful scenes, and I don't remember if it was second or third, where they're walking, like they're on the with the horses, like on them, riding them like near a beach. They're
That's
like
the
right
third. That has to be the third one because they're in the second one. They're just in the redwoods.
Oh yeah.
The whole time.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. That's when it's like versus the humans.
Yeah.
And the third one is like the Holocaust.
Basically.
Yeah.
The camps and all that.
Yeah, it's fucking sad, dude. But yeah. I'm
Man,
curious.
Now I want to
to
rewatch the third one, like now.
Dude, it's so good, dude. It's what's his name is in it, and he's such an asshole. The guy from Zombieland,
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson, dude.
He's in it.
Yeah, dude. He's like the fucking dictator.
I don't remember, dude. Like rewatching him, I forgot. Like, okay, in the first one, I forgot that John Lithgow plays the dad with like Alzheimer's, and then in the second one, I forgot Kerry Russell was in it. She plays like the girl, the woman that used to work for the CDC.
Yeah.
Like I was like, what the fuck? I forgot she was in this movie.
Yeah, dude. Woody Harrelson's he's such an asshole, dude. Like you just want him to fucking die during the whole thing.
He's a good actor.
He is.
He's a very good actor.
But he's very intimidating in this movie. Like you can tell he was watching like a bunch of war films to get into this character. But yeah, I do want to talk about a movie that I saw. It's called The Special.
The Special? What's that?
So I had no idea what it was about, but somebody had mentioned it, and so like you should watch. Like I feel like you'd like this movie.
Yeah.
And once I started like seeing what it was about, I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So it's a low budget movie. You can tell because like even during the opening when it was like showing the production companies and all that, like I've never heard of any of them.
Yeah.
And it starts off with like this, like the credits, the opening credits is just some beautiful shots of this somebody like building something out of wood, and then it shows them drilling stuff, painting, and you don't know what it is. So it starts off with this two friends, co-workers, best friends. They're at a bar, like getting drunk. Like one of the dudes is like really in the dumps because he thinks his wife is cheating on him. So he's just drowning in sorrows with alcohol. And his buddy, to cheer him up, he's like, you know what? I'm going to take you somewhere and it's going to make you forget like everything. Like it's going to cheer you up. And he ends up taking him to, I don't even know what you would call this. Like, a cat house, whorehouse, like whatever.
Like a brothel?
Yeah, kind of. Like, and they go inside. There's like a bunch of hot girls like in lingerie and stuff. And then he's just confused, like, oh, like, what am I doing here? Like, I don't want to cheat on my wife and this and that. It's like, oh, no, don't worry. It's like, we're going to give you the special. And you're kind of wondering, like, what the fuck is that? Acting is shit.
Yeah.
It's not good. So, like, I just wanted to turn the movie off. Like, I couldn't get into it. But as it kept going, like, it kept getting my interest. So, they put him in his room because his buddy's paying for him. Like, it's called a special. And they locked the door behind him. And it's just like this bedroom. And he's like looking around. He's like, oh, like there's no one in here. Like, well, he thinks he's going to like have sex with the girl or something. And all there is a box that says, put it in here. and it just has like this little hole for him to stick his dick in.
Okay.
So he's just kind of like, this is weird. I'm not gonna do that. He's looking around, thinks it's like a joke, and he finally just does it. He's drunk, you know. He fucking passes out because of how amazing it was. So his buddy and this bouncer that's inside there had to like pick him up and like drag him out to the car.
Yeah.
And he becomes so fascinated, like he's never felt anything like that before, that he just wants to keep doing it. And his buddy is like, nah, dude, like one is enough for any man. Like you can't do that again. And this guy's just like thinking about it. Like he's just like, that's all he wants to do. Like he wants to go back to that glory hole.
Yeah.
So he does. He ends up finding the spot. He goes back to it. And he's like looking around and he doesn't know what the fuck it is. Like it's a box the size of like, it's like maybe like 2 feet by 2 feet. Like nothing that crazy. And he's like lifting it up and he's trying to look inside it and he can't see anything. Like he's like, what the fuck's in it? So he ends up like stealing that box, and he just like rents a room out, like a room in the middle of like nowhere, like super sketchy spot, just so he keep fucking that box over and over again. And I'm just like, where's this gonna go?
Yeah.
Like there has to be like a twist or something, and there is. Like you eventually discover what's in the box.
Yeah. And
it becomes almost like a body horror film at the end. Because up until this point, I'm just like, man, the acting's not that great. The storyline, it's enough to get me intrigued. So you just want to know what the fuck is in that box.
Yeah.
And why is it driving him crazy. And by the end of it, they have some pretty cool effects. Like you can tell it's like super practical makeup. It almost reminded me of The Fly.
Okay.
Like it goes like pretty bonkers with like that body horror stuff. And dude, nobody can predict what the fuck is in that box. Nobody, I'm telling you right now, like nobody, unless you watch the movie, you're never gonna guess what the fuck is in that box. I recommend it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say what's in it because I want people to watch it.
Okay.
It was released in 2020. I didn't look into it. I don't know who made it or like I've never seen those actors before. I didn't recognize them, but it's a good film to watch with people, dude, because it's so like out there.
And what'd you watch it on?
This was on Prime, I think.
Prime?
It was Prime or Hulu, one of those two.
Okay.
But yeah, the special.
The special.
Ridiculous.
So speaking to absurdity, you like those type of films, right? Just like bonkers, especially like, for example, movies like Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's fun. Like it's obviously it's a terrible movie, you know, like or like it's a bad movie, but it's fun. It's funny.
It's schlock.
Schlock, yeah. So have you heard of a movie called Slaughterhouse?
I've seen people post about it, but I have not seen it.
What have you seen about it? Like what have you heard?
No, like it's just like a screenshot. Like I have no idea. I haven't seen any scenes or anything.
So Anna had told me about this movie. She's like, oh, like we should watch this when it comes out. And I watched the trailer and I was like, damn, this looks ridiculous. I'm down. About a killer sloth. Like
the premise sounds fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I was like, I'm down. So we like had been wanting to watch it and it's been out for a while and it was on Hulu. We just haven't had a chance. So like this weekend we were able to. I fucking hated this movie, dude.
Yeah? Like it wasn't even
entertaining.
No.
Like we got to a point where Anna looks at me and she's all like, I don't like this movie. I was like, yeah, I don't either. And I checked how long we had been watching. We had been watching for 35 minutes.
Damn. And
it's
in that time, nothing like was.
The acting was terrible. The acting was terrible. Like there's a lot of shit that just didn't make sense. And it's supposed to be an absurd movie, but still, like there's just
like the killings weren't enough to like keep you engaged.
You didn't see anything. It was PG-13.
Because like I can forgive shit like that, like.
As long as it's gory.
Yeah, like Toxic Avenger, shit acting, all that. But it's done on purpose.
Yeah.
And it has enough like bonkers shit to like keep you entertained, like where you're laughing and like it's dumb. But yeah, another one that kind of reminded me of that, I didn't watch it because everyone was just shitting on it, was Winnie the Pooh movie.
Yeah.
Whatever it was
Blood
called.
and Honey.
Blood and Honey. And that when it was first, I was like, this is going to be tight. And I feel like people it's just a cash grab. Because that movie had nothing to do with like Winnie the Pooh. It's just like a movie with a killer that just happens to have like a fucking Winnie the Pooh mask, and like they use that to get people to fill the seats in.
Yeah.
But there's like nothing that ties in, like there's no quotes from like the cartoon. There's nothing that ties in to make it funny.
Yeah.
Or like it's not campy at all. So like it's just like, man, what a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
But so I'm thinking this one's kind of similar in that like case. Like
what I got out of it, to me it felt like the level of acting was like Disney original movie. Like I was expecting at the end of the movie for it to say like Disney XD. That's how the acting felt to me, like High School Musical type shit. Like it was bad. It was just not good acting. And then just they didn't show the kills. Yeah. I hated that shit. All the kills were off screen, or you just see blood splatter.
It wasn't even like funny.
No.
Damn.
No, it wasn't even funny. And then like the sloth would take selfies with its victims before it would kill it. And then it drove a car. That I thought was funny. It did drive to a hospital. Like it drove a car to kill somebody. And then it was like on the internet and like clicking stuff and like. But they just nah, dude. Damn. If this movie was like super gory, I would have loved it. Yeah, I would have loved it. But yeah, it wasn't. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's like those terrifying movies. Like the acting is terrible, but the gore makes up completely for it.
Yeah, because I finally watched the first one. So
yeah, you liked it?
I did. Yeah, I did. I saw there's like I believe it's a foreign import media book of All Hallows Eve. Yeah, but it's retitled. It's retitled Terrifier: The Beginning or something like that. Oh, okay. Something like that. But is Art like the main character in that one?
You haven't seen All Hallows Eve?
No, I haven't seen it.
Not really. Like, it's hard to explain, but
or is it like an anthology movie?
Kind of.
Yeah?
Yeah, because Art wasn't like the main focus where it was just like everything is just him. I do like All Hallows Eve more than the first Terrifier, but the second Terrifier is just like, it's so off the walls bad shit that like I loved it. Like
I haven't watched it yet, but I definitely want to see that one. And then the third one's gonna be a Christmas movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gonna be like Christmas themed.
That's gonna be tight.
Yeah. Now the second one, I really, really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Recommend it to everyone and their kids.
And their kids.
And their kids.
Damn.
Especially kids.
Damn.
But yeah, so it wasn't anything like that.
No, it was terrible, dude. Like I was upset. Like afterwards,
I wasted 35 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, another movie I did. I didn't watch this one with Anna, but I watched Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Oh, that was one I was curious. How was it?
I watched it because I was curious about it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah?
I liked it. It's not amazing. And I don't know if it's supposed to be satire. It did feel like satire because it did feel like they were poking fun at a lot of like a lot of politically correct stuff. Because like there's a certain time, there's a certain point in the movie where like two of the characters are arguing and talking about like, you're like way richer than I am. Like I'm not as rich as you. Like but to make it sound like I suffer type of thing. Like,
yeah.
But I would say watch it because the reveal of because this is one of those whodunit type movies.
Mystery.
The reveal of who the killer is at the end, when it was revealed, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And it made me laugh.
Yeah. Oh man.
It made me laugh so hard because I was like, "Oh, I don't want to say because it's it to me is such a great reveal and it's so stupid.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, but it also like I feel like it's also kind of a commentary on like how people kind of take things and blow them out of proportion for no reason. But I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll check it out. That's been on my watch list for like ever.
I was kind of hesitant because Pete Davidson's in it, and I'm not a big fan of his. Like, I don't really think he's funny. Yeah. He kind of annoys me.
He just has like an annoying face too. Like,
but he's the character that like people are trying to figure out who killed him.
Oh, so they kill him off in the beginning?
Yeah, he dies at the beginning. It's like
another Suicide Squad. They just kill him off in the beginning.
But he's like on the poster and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kill him off at the beginning, and like just the reveal of who killed him is just like, are you fucking kidding me?
That sounds funny, dude.
It's funny. I did like that reveal. Like it, and the movie was decent. Like it was decent. It did keep me like, oh shit, like who did it then? Like, no, this person did it definitely. Because I am like a sucker for whodunits. Like I like Knives Out, like that Ryan Johnson.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
Dude, it's a good movie, dude.
I will never support Ryan Johnson, dude. I'm always gonna be bitter.
It wasn't his fault.
Person. It was his fault, dude.
It wasn't his fault.
It was his fault. Fuck him.
Just because of The Last Jedi?
Yeah. Literally just because that fucking movie. Fuck him. He ruined that whole trilogy.
No, he opened your eyes to what Star Wars really is.
Garbage.
But no, I would say check it out. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I watched anything else, but I don't think I have.
Because I did start utilizing Letterboxd more. Because
I need to.
I'm making myself like, once I watch something, I'll log it, put like a couple words, like review real quick. But I've been adding stuff to my watch list.
I haven't got on it in forever, but there was a point where like, okay, I'm just gonna go through like all my movies that I own and like just start like adding them. But I realized I was adding all like A+ movies. So like every movie I was entering was like 4 or 5 stars or whatever, however it's rated. And I'm just like, well, duh, because like I'm rating movies I have. Like I'm not gonna buy a movie I don't like, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, okay. So I think I paused and I just never went back into it. But then I'm like, I don't know. Do I want to like put movies that I hated in there? Like I don't know.
That's what when I first got it. That's how I felt, and I was like, I gotta put something in, log something that I hated, and I put The Green Inferno.
Dude, because like I'm all for like shitting on movies. Like I think you should, like if it's a bad movie. But like I don't know, like when I was like thinking about it, I'm like, do I really want to like I think it was more of like my time type of thing. Like, do I want to spend time like shitting on these movies through an app? Like, I don't know. But then I was like, man, I should go on there right now and log in Last Jedi. 0 stars. Negative stars.
0 stars as like 0 being the best?
It cancels out to that. Oh man.
Knives Out is tight.
Did you see Glass House or whatever it's
Glass Onion?
It's called The Glass Onion?
The Glass Onion.
Oh. Whatever.
It was whatever. Definitely just a cash grab because Knives Out was like received well. He just tried to like duplicate what he did with Knives Out. But no, Knives Out is really good, dude. Just pretend Ryan Johnson didn't do it. Just watch it. Do you like those type of movies like Murder on the Orient Express or Clue, like the whole whodunit?
I do like the original Clue. I never seen the Orient on
the Murder on the Orient Express.
Yeah, I've never seen that one. I do like mystery films. That I was just about to say the Giallo films that from like the 70s. Like I feel like you'd like them because they're just straight up like trying to solve who the killer is. Yeah, that's like 90% of the plot for all of them.
Yeah, I like that shit.
And so I think you'd be interested because I remember I had mentioned what was it? Was it Deep Red?
I think so. That sounds familiar.
I think Deep Red, where like you see something in the beginning and like it kind of reveals who the murderer is, but you don't fucking notice it, and then until like they mention it at the end, and you're like, oh my god, it was in front of my face the whole fucking time, and it's just so cleverly done, dude. And just like I've never seen that in a film, but so yeah, they're just mystery films. I think you'd like them. So like another one that comes to mind is like Prisoners. That's like a kind of like a whodunit type of thing. And then that's a good one.
Ever since I think you're the one that told me that Denis the one that did that, right?
Yeah, Denis.
That he wanted to make it a Western.
Yeah,
dude, that would have been sick.
I know. I ended up buying the Bone Tomahawk Steelbook, the new one that came out. And it should be arriving like this week, I think. But like, I'm excited to finally own that film, dude.
Oh, I went to a swap meet this morning.
Did you buy anything?
I bought 2 things.
What'd you buy? I
bought Desperado. Huh? Yeah.
Socks?
I bought socks and boxers, the ones that feel like tablecloths.
Fuck.
Dude, my mom used to buy me those all the time because they're fucking cheap.
Yeah, I don't even wear boxers anymore.
Oh, for real? Let me see.
I wear booty shorts underneath my pants, dude.
For real?
Yeah.
You don't, not even like boxer briefs?
No.
I do boxer briefs.
I mean, I used to do that was my go-to, but I literally just wear fucking booty shorts under.
Damn.
Dude, I come home, dude. I pull these bad boys off. Boom. I could walk around, not in my underwear technically.
Damn.
Technically,
I could do that now.
you can walk around naked now, dude.
I'm naked right now.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm not even talking. It's my dick talking out of my foreskin.
All the air that's just trapped in there.
That's why it sounds all.
Gross. Yeah, dude. We just lost all our followers, dude.
No, so I bought a Desperado steelbook. Desperado. I love that movie, and I had come across the steelbook a while back, but I didn't buy it just because I wasn't a real big fan of the art on it. Mm-hmm. And it's like the Day of the Dead style art.
Oh yeah.
So I was like,
that for like Chucky and a couple other movies too.
Yeah, I was like,
I didn't like it,
but I love that movie. And then I was also kind of holding out, hoping there would be like some sort of like collector's edition with all three, the El Mariachi, Desperado, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico. But he's never released it like that.
No.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get a steelbook. Yeah. It's one of my favorite movies, so I'll just get it. Fuck it. And if they do,
that was Robert Rodriguez, right?
Yeah. And if he does eventually release like a collector's edition or something, I'll get that too. Like fuck it.
That's why I put off not getting like Death Proof and
Yeah.
Planet Terror for so long, because I'm like, why isn't this like released like in a special way? And
do you still not have them?
That's coming in with the order with my Bone Tomahawk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they finally released like the double edition where you can watch the theatrical that shows all two of them, both of them with the fake trailers and the what do you call it, intermission in the middle, so you have time to go fucking pee and stuff.
Some of those fake trailers are actual movies now too.
Yeah,
like
Machete. They got such a hype.
Machete and the one that just came out Thanksgiving.
That was one?
Yeah, that was a fake trailer.
Oh, dude. I haven't seen those movies in forever, so.
Yeah. But the other thing I bought it, and when I saw it, it reminded me of you, and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna get it. The Dark Knight trilogy. The one I tried to give you. The little box set.
So Fidel this was like years ago.
When I had that big movie collection.
Yeah, you had a big movie collection, and you were getting rid of everything. And you gave me. Oh, I think I told you like, hey, let me buy the two Batman movies off you, the Batman Beginning and Batman
Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
And Dark Knight Rises.
So that I gave them like, oh, here, you can have this one too, and you gave me the fucking Dark Knight Rises. I'm like, nah, dude, I'm not accepting that. You giving it for free, and I didn't want it, dude. Fuck that movie. Fuck that movie. Fuck that movie, dude. That movie sucks, dude.
Somebody compared it, saying that it's a story of A Tale of Two Cities. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No. It just sucks, dude.
No, but do you know that story though?
Yeah.
I don't know it. I just know it from like literature and like school.
I think I heard that before. I've heard it compared to like a couple other films, but I just remember fucking like hating it. I had a miserable time in the theater watching it. Like I was laughing at like some of the scenes, dude, and I couldn't believe it's the same dude, Christopher fucking Nolan, dude.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's like bad, dude.
You shit
on.
on
And then the ending that everyone just loves and raves about.
I hate the ending. I hate the ending.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I hated it.
I mean, I don't think it's that bad.
Do you remember how fucking Bane dies?
That's the thing I hate about that movie.
How Bane just
the Bane's conclusion in that movie is what pissed me off.
Yeah.
Like it just reduced him back to just a henchman. He was just a henchman the whole time.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was fucking stupid. And then it wasn't even Batman that took him out.
Yeah.
Like it was Catwoman.
I didn't like her character either though. Like,
Catwoman?
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway?
I just didn't like her portrayal.
I didn't think it was a terrible movie. It's definitely Christopher Nolan's like worst movie.
I by far, yeah.
But I don't think it's bad.
And like
I don't think it's amazing either.
I think
I wouldn't even say it's
compared
good
to the first two though. Like
that's true. Yeah.
Like it's just like it's so like not up to standard. Like it just I don't know what happened. I know people always like fucking he actually had a script ready and then the Joker was gonna come back. I'm like, then wait. Like I don't know or drop out. Like if the studio doesn't want you to wait, like don't have your name tied to that shit. But I don't know. Everyone liked it, but I didn't, dude.
Well, I bought the trilogy
let me
again.
see it really quick.
Oh, what?
Just stab it.
Damn.
Oh, dude.
But when I was like moving all the movies into the shelf right here, I finally took like the saran wrap. I had a lot of shit still wrapped in like shrink wrap.
But I do it on purpose. That way I know which ones I haven't seen. So like I'm opening up as I watch them, which I still have a ton to go, dude. I recently I opened up the Hellraiser just because I was so curious. The Quartet of Blood or something?
Quartet of Evil.
Of Evil, yeah.
I have that one on display on the bottom right there.
Yeah, that thing's beautiful, dude.
Yeah. I kind of want to put it on the mantle, but I put Midsommar up there.
That's a beautiful cover.
Yeah.
Dude, that's man. I wish more people were like into it because like I love talking about like the artwork.
Yeah.
And, like just showing off like the collections and stuff like that.
I think of all the movies I have in my collection, the ones that have like my favorite artwork are the steelbook I have for Only God Forgives. I love the artwork on that. It's just like it looks like a neon Ryan Gosling, like all fucked up. And then the artwork I have for the German import of I was gonna say It's Always Sunny, of Eternal Sunshine.
That is a sick ass steelbook.
Yeah, that one. I love the artwork on that one. But what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say.
We should have an episode, dude, where we like pick out like our 5 favorite like
just artwork,
physical media artwork. Because you're getting at that level where you're starting to have a lot to choose from too.
Yeah, I didn't because like I was kind of running out of room on that shelf over there, so I was like, I got to reorganize. And then like since this got emptied out, like I was like, okay, I'll just put them all in there.
Yeah.
And then like as I was going through, I was like, oh shit, I forgot I had this. Like I forgot I had the steelbook for Sin City, and I had just bought that special edition. Like,
oh, that's right.
Oh, now I remember what I was gonna say. So as I was taking the plastic wrap off everything, I got to my steelbook of Ninja Turtles. It's fucking damaged.
The
steelbook, it's bent.
Oh, dude.
When I was taking the plastic off, I felt weird on the bottom, and I was like, what the fuck? And I looked, and it was like bent.
Ah, dude.
I mean, luckily this disc isn't damaged or anything, and like it's not scratched. It's just bent right there.
The steelbooks are.
But I'm like, fuck. I kind of want to buy it again.
Steelbooks are the worst, dude. I have a few that are dented. I think that like I got Easy Rider. That one day we went to what was it?
Was it Amoeba?
No. It
Or
was
was
the
it
Marino Valley Mall.
FYE?
FYE, yeah. That one it was dented when I opened it up, and it sucks because that saran wrap like covers everything, so it's like you can't tell. And another one that I bought that when I opened it up, I'm like fuck. It was my Rambo steelbook collection.
Ah.
Yeah, that thing's beautiful, dude. But yeah, it has like a big dent in the back. I'm like, damn it. So you just never know.
Damn. But yeah, I was gonna buy because I found like Rogue One and Force Awakens on Blu-ray, but they're just like standard Blu-ray releases. Because I do have the steelbooks for Rise of Skywalker and Last Jedi.
I remember Last Jedi was like one of the first steelbooks you had when you started collecting again.
I think I got it from Frank because he was getting rid of his movies.
Yeah, I don't think you were even collecting yet. Like I think you just had like a stack of like 10 movies.
Yeah.
I remember I always gave you shit. I'm like, out of all movies, you have the fucking Last Jedi, dude. My fucking arch nemesis.
Yeah, I think Frank gave it to me because like I had bought a bunch of stuff off him.
Oh, you just threw it in.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck. It's like now I gotta get them all. I gotta get them all now.
Damn.
But honestly, I think I might get rid of those.
Of the
Star Wars steelbooks I have. Both of them.
Dude, I honestly, dude, I only buy movies I like.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get rid of them. The only one I want is Rogue One.
Rogue One,
yeah. If anything, I'll probably end up getting like a box set that has all the Star Wars films eventually.
Kind of like gonna come out someday.
Yeah, kind of like what I have for the Kubrick collection. Like I have all his movies in that one collection.
I have a Kubrick collection. It has all the movies too. It's different, but I think mine are like Region B too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if there's any 4K disc in there, but yeah. I think the only one. I also have a Werner Herzog collection, and they released a second one, but it's like completely different looking than the first one, and just I don't know why the first one's like so pretty.
Yeah.
And the other one's just like a basic like box that just has a bunch of discs in it. And then I have who's the guy that made Snowpiercer and Parasite? Boone.
Is it Boon Jong Ho or something?
Yeah. I have like a box set of his movies too. So
I sometimes I forget how many of his films I've seen.
He has a lot of good stuff under his belt.
Because he did Okja.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the most vegan movie ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a lot of good stuff. I think I do have a Star Wars collection, but like I look at it, I'm just like kind of embarrassed to have it. Like, let me put that behind Shrek.
No, I'd be down to get like a collector's. Like
I have the Shrek movies too.
all of them.
Yeah,
I only remember the first two, to be honest.
those are the best ones, and you can argue either one is right on which one of those is the better film.
Yeah,
because they're both fucking really good. But the other two, I think there's 4. The other 2 aren't like anywhere near that level, but they're worth a watch.
I also forgot that I have the entire Saw collection in one steelbook.
Really?
Because I saw I had the Saw steelbook. I was like, oh, I forgot I had that. I thought it was just the first movie, but I opened it. It's all of them, including Jigsaw, which I've never seen Jigsaw.
I never saw Jigsaw.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, like I got it before Spiral came out.
Yeah, I think I got up to the 3rd one. After that, like I don't even remember the 3rd one.
The 3rd one.
That's the one with the guy from Linkin Park, no? Or...
No, he's fuck. I don't remember which one he's in. I do remember liking the 1st and 2nd one a lot, though. The 2nd one is in the house.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, the 3rd one I think is the one where she gets the nurse to do surgery on John Kramer, Jigsaw himself. They have him in the room, and she has like a contraption around her neck that if it goes off, it's gonna shoot like shotgun shells at her.
Fuck.
But like she has to perform surgery on him.
Maybe I didn't watch that one because that doesn't even
That one's
sound
cool.
familiar.
That one is pretty cool.
So maybe I watched like one that was like random. I don't know. But
yeah, I have all that shit.
Yeah, dude. I know sometimes like I'll find a movie. I'm like, oh shit, I have this.
Yeah.
Like, because I do have like a lot of basic like just standard Blu-rays too. That like when I first started collecting, like I would just buy the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
And like. No, like I think I'm like 3 shelves in and they're completely full, so like I need to invest in another one. But yeah, I know, dude. Like I do have one skinny shelf where I display all my like my nice box sets that I have, and I don't know. I don't want to talk about the box sets just because I do want to have an episode like where we talk about like our favorite like physical media that have like artwork and stuff like that. That'd be a cool episode. But yeah, dude.
All right, so to wrap things up, I'm gonna change topics to music, real quick. Are you gonna go to that ACXDC show?
Probably. It's down the street.
Yeah, it's right here.
That's crazy.
I saw that they're playing with this band Brat. I don't know if you've heard them.
No.
They're pretty cool. I've heard a couple of songs and I liked it, but this place right here, this Raincross District, I guess they're starting to have shows.
I don't think I've been there.
Yes, dude. That's where we saw the Showcase documentary.
Yeah, I don't think I've been there, dude.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's going to be in that little bar area thing?
Yeah, and Provoker. We saw Provoker there.
Yeah, I don't think I've been there, dude.
Yeah,
it's a cool spot.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. They're playing there. Zabalba's playing there, too.
Same show?
No, it's a different show. I got tickets for the Zabalba one already, though. I got a spare if you want to go with me.
Yeah.
All right, cool. But yeah, because I remember Nate, the last time I had talked to Nate, he had told me he was trying to set up something in Riverside because he wants to do like a hometown IE show, you know, either Riverside or Pomona. And yeah, they're fucking, Zabal was playing here in downtown Riverside.
That's crazy.
Dude, sometimes I forget that Nate is like one of the people that started like SOS Project or SOS Booking, you know?
Yeah, dude. And
he was like 16.
It's just like it's so nice, like and kind of weird to be like, oh, you know, bands like that are playing like in our city because like for the longest time we've had nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing like that, like those kind of bands.
Yeah.
You know? We randomly had like Retox play one time.
Yeah.
Like, but it's all like bands like sparingly. Like it's just like every year maybe like one band that will play, but.
Because there's not really like a small venue for shows like that anymore.
When we had Pharaoh's Den, it was like every weekend was like a badass show.
And that's when Nate was booking all those shows.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then like it moved to Common Grounds. I don't know if you remember Common Grounds.
Yeah, yeah.
I
didn't go there too many times, but I remember that venue.
I remember seeing Harm's Way there, and it was fucking crazy, scary. But yeah, they had Common Grounds for a while, and then he like started just booking at Aladdin Juniors in Pomona, and then it wasn't really booking in an Empire, you know, like Riverside. And then I don't know who was in charge of it, but then like Blood Orange started doing shows.
Blood Orange had a bunch of good shows too.
a lot of like power violence shows. I remember seeing a lot of like Despise You for the first time at Blood Orange.
Yeah, I was there, and they also like it was cool because it was a lot of like weird bands that I liked that I was like nobody's ever heard of them, like Hot Nerds and like
Oh, that's right.
Secret Fun Club.
Yeah,
like those kind of bands that I would just like I would go and it was very intimate. There wasn't a ton of people, but it was fucking tight. I'm like, dude, if this wasn't here, I wouldn't probably never get a chance to see them. But
yeah, like, and then every now and then Back to the Grind will have some shows. And then there's this house, the one that we went to, the house show.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, they have shows a lot.
Yeah.
Like one day I was coming home from work on a Friday night driving down Orange, and there was a bunch of people there, and they were like charging at the gate. Like they have a lot of like power violence and grind shows there.
Yeah. I just don't like, I hate dirt, dude.
Yeah.
I sound like a fucking princess right now, but it's like, man.
Hey, we put our time in.
Yeah, we've paid the road for these guys, but yeah, like, and then like, I don't know. It's at that point too where I feel like the OG, like old guy that
The old guy, yeah.
Yeah. And like it's funny that I only feel like that when I'm at those shows. Like I go to any other show, any other like venue, like I'm cool. But it's like I think it's just weird seeing like young kids doing drugs. Like,
yeah.
It's just so fucking weird. Like I hate it. But it's like these kids that look like I don't know, like they look super like small to me. Like they look like fucking like 8th graders. Like they're doing NOS and shit. And, like
doing NOS, doing coke,
fucking drinking. Like it's just like, oh man, I forgot how much this scene can suck too.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like Back to the Grind, they would have shows every now and then. Like I went to see Moxie Beat there the same night. Like there was another show down the street with my friends in Sueños played, and I remember getting there, and then I'm talking to Christian, the vocalist of Sueños, and asking him like, oh, like what time are you guys gonna go on? You know, because I want to check out this other show like down the street. So I was kind of like hopping back and forth, but I ended up checking out like the couple bands before Moxie Beat, one called Presser, I think they're called. Fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, I don't think
they were fucking sick. I think you would like them. They definitely incorporate like noise into like grind and power violence style shit. It was fucking tight. They were really good live. But yeah, like I'm pretty excited to see like an actual hardcore show, you know, not like a punk or a power violence or grind show in Riverside. Like an actual hardcore show, like that's gonna be interesting. But you should go, dude. I have an extra ticket. Just give me like $100.
Maybe, dude. That's kind of far, dude.
But I do definitely, because Jose hit me up about the A6DC one too.
I'm definitely not gonna go, dude.
Yeah, fuck you, Jose.
No, dude. I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah, because I think it's even like on a Thursday, but I'm like, it's right here by my house. I'm down to go.
Yeah. That's like I know, dude. That's what I miss about Farrell's Den, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'd be able to like still get a full night's sleep afterwards.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm also going to, I think it's called like California Slam Fest. That one festival I told you about, that Biohazard, Madball, American Nightmare. You should go, dude.
That's far, dude. I don't know.
It's in Orange County.
It's not that far.
The Garden Amphitheater. And it's going to be while I'm working 6 days a week, and I'm still going to go.
That's tight, dude. Hey, man, you got to work at it, dude. Because, yeah, it wasn't even last year. I think it was the year before where we were going to show to LA every fucking weekend.
I know, dude.
And we were just fucking exhausted. And we kept telling us, like, okay, we're going to take like a weekend off and like just, and we would still go.
Yeah.
Fucking come back at 3 in the fucking morning.
Addicted to chilling, homie.
Yeah, I know, dude. We were
addicted to chilling.
We were fucking, yeah, dude. We were menaces at that time, dude.
I blame Sydney.
Yeah, that's when Sydney was like in her party mode too, dude. Yeah. And like, she's like, hey, come to the show. I'm like, fuck, all right, you convinced us. Like, like let's go.
What show did we go to at the Velasco?
What show?
Mia went with us. Do you remember?
Was it Amigo the Devil?
Was it?
I think so. Yeah. That's when we played with the band for the first time. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, and like, that was cool. But I still miss him doing his own thing. It was more
like the time we went to see him, and was it Hector? Thought we were going to see a movie called Amigo the Devil.
It's crazy how big he is now. Like,
yeah.
And like, I got into him because of Jose, and this was like forever ago. Like before, I think he even released like a full album. Jose had like I guess he opened up for like AC/DC randomly.
Yeah.
And he was like, dude, you gotta check this band out or this guy out, you know. And I checked him out, and I remember like texting him like, dude, this is fucking tight. And I think the song I heard was I Hope Your Husband Dies.
Yeah, because I remember you would always be listening to that one.
Yeah, and I remember like I saw him a couple times before he blew up, and it was like very small crowds, like he wasn't very known yet.
Yeah.
Even the time that we saw it with Hector, it was like a decent amount, but not a lot, dude. Like it was like a bar.
Yeah.
And that was a cool show, but it's like now he's like you go to like sold out shows like thousands of people. It feels like. So that's crazy.
One thing I remember from that bar show is like one of the bands that opened up covered Saturday Night by the Misfits, and I thought
that's right.
And I thought it was tight.
This guy, yeah, that's the guy that had like he was sitting down because he's kind of a big fella.
Yeah.
And like he like had this boot, like one of his feet perched up like on this little stool, and me and Hector were just fucking laughing, dude. We were fucking laughing because I'm like, dude, this guy has a little stool for his fucking boot. Like, it was fucking hilarious. And I'll never forget, dude. I look around, everyone's so fucking into it. Like, everyone's singing along to Amigo the Devil, and like everyone's just like having a good time, like focused. And I look over, and Hector's like playing Pokemon Go. Like, in this fucking, like, the screen's just lighting up his face. He's like so focused on fucking Pokemon. That's when it was like at its biggest.
Yeah.
Around that time. Yeah, I thought it was fucking funny, dude.
Fuck you, Hector. Damn. Well, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. More shows.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to like watch, like that you have on your docket?
No, I mean nothing like that I'm like fucking I really want to watch, but I do want to say that my camera rig, everything I have, like it's ready to go. Finally. Remember that base plate? I told you I was waiting for fucking months for.
Yes.
It finally got here. I think not yesterday. Was it yesterday? Maybe, but so yesterday I was just fucking playing with my camera, just like putting everything together, like messing around, see what would work. I got a battery for it, a screen for it, the microphone I got, you know, so it's fucking ready to go. So fucking like I'm there, dude. Like I'm all for it. Like I'm excited now.
Fuck, finally, dude.
Yeah. So
we're gonna do another test or what?
It only took like a year. No, I mean I still want to mess with it, but I definitely I'm ready to film for sure. Like and like I wanted to go in a different direction than I had originally planned.
Okay.
So I want to, you know, it'll be nice. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what's up.
That's the only thing I'm looking forward to. Not chilling with you.
Oh, that's what's up. Well, I want to give a shout out to the homies at 90 Minutes on Film. I'm going to be a guest on an upcoming episode. Not sure when it's going to be coming out.
Are you nervous?
I am, dude.
Yeah.
I am because I had to request a day off from work, which is why I'm working tomorrow. Because I asked to switch.
Oh, so you haven't started your 6 days?
No,
yet?
That starts next week.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that starts next week. But I am nervous because it's going to be at the iHeartRadio studios in Burbank, so I got to drive out to Burbank. And it's like an actual set. Like,
what do you mean, dude? We got an actual set, dude.
I don't know.
We got like 3 camera guys right here. We have a sound person.
And like, I don't know if they're gonna it's gonna be video because they do have some that are video, but it's mostly all audio.
Yeah.
But still, like it's like they sent me like a Google Doc.
That's how you know it's legit, dude.
Yeah, it was a Google Doc of like what I'm gonna be, what are the talking points are gonna be basically.
Yeah.
And it's split up in sections, and I was like, it was a little intimidating. But that's why I was watching Wolf of Wall Street, because that is the film that I was told we were going to be discussing. Who knows? Plans might change. Hopefully they don't, because I already wrote down a bunch of shit.
So you guys are just going to focus on one film?
Yeah.
Deep dive into that?
Yeah. The premise of that podcast, 90 Minutes on Film, is they have a specific film for each episode that they talk about, and it's always done within 90 minutes. Well, it's edited, obviously, like
to be around
to be 90 minutes. Yeah, and each episode is a specific film. So the one that I got invited to do was Wolf of Wall Street.
Nice.
So yeah, they have some good ones. Like I think they have a Nightmare on Elm Street coming out, which I was like, fuck. They did one with about Scream, And I was like, man, I wish that's my bread and butter right there, dude. Like I would have loved to have been on that one. But yeah, so Wolf of Wall Street, Martin Scorsese, we're gonna be talking about that one. And it's the same guys that, like the same group of guys that had that Quentin Tarantino podcast that I did recently, the Dogs Fiction Brown, which people should check out if you're a fan of Quentin Tarantino. But that's the one I did where we talked about Sin City.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm nervous, dude. I'm gonna be in a studio.
So that's next week?
No, this Wednesday.
Oh, this Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah, so I have this Wednesday off, but
do you know when that'll be released or no?
No, I just know it. I believe he said sometime in December. I don't know, because they like do bulk recordings.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so we'll see.
That sounds tight, dude.
I'm nervous. Wish me luck, everybody.
Yeah.
And tell Eddie to fuck off.
DM him.
Send Eddie pictures of your butthole.
Close-ups only.
Close-ups only. With the caption, guess this not.
Tight.
We'll see you guys next time.